Prologue, the birth of a legend. In the heart of ancient Caria, where the whispers of the Aegean Sea danced with the wind, a prophecy was foretold under a silvery full moon. It was a night like no other, when the heavens themselves seemed to hold their breath in anticipation. High on a hill overlooking the city of Halicarnassus, the grand palace of Lygdamis I, ruler of Caria, stood illuminated by torches that flickered like restless spirits. Inside the palace, a hush had fallen. The queen was in labor, her cries a mix of pain and fierce determination. Lygdamis, pacing the marbled halls, glanced repeatedly at the star-studded sky, seeking solace and guidance. His trusted advisor, an ancient seer with eyes clouded by time and wisdom, had spoken of this night many moons ago. "Your child," the seer had whispered, "will be no ordinary ruler. Born under the full moon, they will rise with the tide of destiny, their name etched in the annals of history." With these words echoing in his mind, Lygdamis waited. The air was thick with tension, the kind that precedes the breaking of a storm. And then, as the first rays of dawn kissed the horizon, a newborn's cry pierced the silence. It was a powerful, commanding sound, as if the infant was already claiming their place in the world. Lygdamis rushed to the chamber, where the midwife handed him his daughter, wrapped in fine linens. Her eyes, wide and piercing, met his with a gaze that seemed to hold the wisdom of the ages. This was no ordinary child. This was the one the prophecy had spoken of. "Artemisia," Lygdamis declared, naming her after the fierce and untamed goddess of the hunt. The name resonated through the halls, a promise of strength and greatness. As the years passed, young Artemisia grew, her spirit as wild and free as the goddess she was named after. She was not content with the traditional pursuits of noble girls. Instead, she was drawn to the sea, her heart beating in rhythm with the waves. Under her father's watchful eye, she learned to navigate the waters, her small hands gripping the helm of a ship as if it were an extension of herself. But childhood is not solely a time of innocence and joy. On a fateful day, when Artemisia was barely 7, tragedy struck. She had ventured out to the sea with her mother, a routine voyage that turned perilous as a sudden storm roared to life. The sky darkened, and the once gentle waves transformed into monstrous, frothing beasts. Despite their efforts, the ship was tossed violently, and Artemisia's mother was thrown overboard. In that harrowing moment, Artemisia's cries were lost to the wind, her heart breaking as she watched the sea claim her mother. Lygdamis, upon hearing the news, was devastated, but saw the fire that had ignited in his daughter's eyes, a fire of resolve and unyielding strength. The loss shaped Artemisia, forging her spirit in the crucible of grief. She vowed to master the sea that had taken so much from her, to bend it to her will. Under her father's guidance, she trained relentlessly, her mind and body honed to perfection. The prophecy whispered at her birth now seemed an undeniable truth. As the years went by, the young girl transformed into a formidable figure, her name spoken with a mix of awe and reverence. Lygdamis watched with pride and a tinge of sorrow, knowing that his daughter's destiny was one of greatness, but also of hardship. And so, the seeds of Artemisia's legend were sown, her path illuminated by the light of the full moon and the dark depths of the sea. The world awaited the rise of the warrior queen, the one who would leave an indelible mark on history. But for now, she was still a child, shaped by loss, driven by prophecy, and destined for greatness.